We are back here at the Windy City Showdown. I am Chad Schrump, and I am excited to be joined by my good buddy Tony Johnson, Whammy. First time we've been able to stream a match together and do some announcing. So, welcome aboard, man. Glad to have you here with me.
Thank you. I'm not excited to still. I'm not excited to be announcing at this point, but I'm excited to announce this match. This should be a great match, and we got a lot of really good matches going forward the rest of the day.
Yeah, and we do. Let's go through first. The bronze division is complete. Rasta Lance Martin is your champion here at the Windy City Showdown. He took out Paco. He went undefeated. Great showing from Adam Bogdanov. Finished third in the tournament. Walter Flores second. Paulie Walnuts, OG. Paul Tarasoft. A nice showing out from California. You see the bracket here in front of you now.
Just out of my Calcutta money there, unfortunately.
Did you have Paulie?
Yeah, I had him.
Yep.
I had him in the Calcutta. So.
All right, so how about the silver division? If we have that, there we go. That silver division championship was just played. You just saw that live with Walter Flores and Ian Hughes. Micah Middleton takes out the King of the Hill, beats Apollo Fury twice, and quite frankly, he beat him badly in two different matches. Yeah. One by 8 strokes in one match, 3 in the other. Well-earned victory for Frisco, Texas's Micah Middleton. He is the champion of the silver bracket. Great showing from Niall Campbell from Ireland. He finished second, and a nice little payday he'll take back to his homeland here in a couple days. He leaves, I think, for Ireland either Monday or Tuesday. And here you see Riley Hitchcock, one of the best players on the planet. He is trying to become the King of the Hill, and he'll face off with Lance Harris. Luna, Bannermans, Deuces, whatever name he is using, the game is always the same, and it's phenomenal.
Yeah, obviously, great player. I lost to him earlier today. One of the best players on the planet. He has all the shots. He knows stingers. He knows how to play. He knows how to play safe when he needs to. And yeah, it'll be a great match here with Riley.
I think so too.
Who's also a great player.
He has really developed the game, and believe me when I tell you this, I am not taking any credit at all for Lance Harris, the player, but he called me one day and goes, I need to learn the 1-iron stinger sniper and the 3-iron stinger sniper. Can you give me some of the general math? What's it all about? And I did. And he is
there a phone number I can call to get that information?
Yeah, I've got it. I've got it. Just say the word. And it's all a derivative of what Sam Hines came up with. As far as the 1-iron stinger goes, Micah Middleton, I give credit for what he's taught me on the 3-iron stinger. And it's so easy, even I can do the math on it.
I think you guys need that 1-800 number or 1-900 number, like
50 cents a minute.
Yeah, talk to me dirty about that 1-iron stinger for $1.99 per minute.
Yeah. Tony, what you need to do, hit that sniper button. Here we go. This is a little bit left for Tilt Nasty, but it's great shot points, and he's not going to challenge that back bunker.
That looks like a total Tony Johnson shot right there. Just a little short, plenty of GSP.
And
totally safe.
We've talked about this when Matt Hansen was up here with me. GSPs are nice, and they pop off on the screen, but they don't really matter in this match because if you are tied after 18 holes, we will go to a sudden death playoff on the corresponding back 9. So.
Yep. On the league, it matters somewhat. On a live event like this, it does not matter at all.
So I am pulling up the YouTube page. If you guys want to type any messages, please do. I see Ben Costain, Benji, the 2020 runner-up to my friend Tony Johnson in the World Championship. He is on. Al Zaril says, hello, Whammy. Right now, Tony Johnson's wife trying to give him a phone call. Hi,
I'm hitting ignore currently.
So here's the shot from Tilt.
All right.
There is a little bit left for.
So on these first few holes on Cape is not my favorite course, but it's also a pretty interesting course because there's some tough shots out there that you have to make some really good shots, and you can drop some strokes pretty quick. So as a head-to-head course, it's pretty good. But if you want to play par on a course, not my favorite.
There's some places you can get trapped on this course, and it's absolutely death.
Yep.
So shot making as a premium on this course. There are places to hit the ball, places that you cannot hit the ball. The bunkers are obviously very, very deep and very penal. Vegas odds rolling in from the truck.
I disagree with those Vegas odds.
I
think it'd be more like a minus 190, but that's just my opinion.
They've got Deuces at minus 150 and Riley at plus 120. Tony's saying minus 190. I'll split the difference there. Nice save shot from Lance Harris. He will put that in. Will secure his bird and moves on to hole 3. Meanwhile, Riley not messing around.
Yeah. Riley not taking his time at all.
This is right in that
and
little.
That's going to be a chip. I hope he doesn't putt that.
This could hop.
All right.
That
was a scary one. That was a scary one.
Yeah,
I would not have putted that.
If I would have, it would have been. If I would have putted that, it would have been probably 50 to 60%.
Well, and for sure I would have played way safer and been like 15 feet long.
Same.
A little Tony safe on that, but yeah, no, hey,
he made it.
He knows his shit.
Here's a good shot from Deuces. He will get some GSP. And now we go.
Hole 4 is interesting.
Tilt.
Like it's uphill. You got the end of the wind here. Like I would play a little bit to the right, and I think Riley is too, just to make sure he clears that. Make sure to clear that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now that's not a bad bunker shot though. This is actually, as far as bunker shots go on Cape Haven, this is not a bad one. This is actually, I would expect Riley to get somewhat close on this, if not make it.
It's tough to have it run out though. You got the up 3, you're uphill into the wind. You're gonna have to like almost play a torpedo on this to get it to really run out and have a chance to go in. And
so he used a streak and threw it past a bit, but good shot from Riley.
I think it'll be interesting to see what Lance does there. I think the full driver playing way out to the right and leave yourself with a 50-foot putt is probably the play there. But that was a tough setup.
Here is Lance. He is on hole 4. This is, of course, the hole Riley hit a sniper just short, made the putt from the fringe with the Ranger, and now Deuces looking at a Maniacs by 97%. Yeah. Oh, goodness, both players. I prefer this shot, honestly, over what Riley had.
Yeah, I hate Maniacs coming into a front pin. Like, I would never do that. I would rather go way long with a sniper or something. But
Lance makes his. Riley almost holes out. And now Lance goes to the hole where he can get a stroke advantage on Tilt Nasty.
Worth noting, Riley with a palindrome GSP on that, 15151.
That is worth noting.
Yeah, definitely. That's a Minnesota thing. Yeah.
Deuces needs to get this on the green somehow, some way, make a putt, and he can take a one-stroke lead on Riley Hitchcock as Riley nears his approach shot here on the par 5 7th hole.
If we look at Lance's here for a second, like he's got to play that pretty far out to the right to get it to stay on the green, because the green gets a lot shorter as you go out to the right. I think with the full driver, I think he'd have a lot more distance control, but it'll be interesting.
And
he's definitely playing out to the right.
Yep. Oh, and he's fine. That's a good shot. Yep. Well done. That'll be a 40-footer. Left 4. Should be no issue whatsoever. Riley gets his eagle on 7, and Lance takes a one-shot lead.
Taps it in there. Yeah, very nice.
Through hole number 5, Lance Harris up by a stroke. And again, this is for the king of the hill in the gold division, double elimination, Chicago's Windy City Showdown.
And if we look at the holes here, so like they're kind of on. I mean, obviously they're 2 holes apart here. I think Deuces considered going way out to the left into the sand for kind of a more straight wind, and decided it wasn't worth it. I think you can still get a run out with a 3-iron or 2-iron, because that pin is pretty middle. So, and then if we go over to tilt, Riley just kind of hit it a little so-be safe there to about 12 feet with a sniper, and made sure he moved on with a clean round.
Travis Bond on the screen. Jordan Scott. Hello, Jordan.
Wish you guys could both be here. It's one of these days we're going to have a tournament with everybody, all the best, and that'll be an awesome event. I can't wait for
certainly, without Travis and Jordan here, that's two of the best players. Those are two of the top 20, top 25 players
Absolutely.
in the world. So Lance taps in. Now he will go to hole 7, the par 5.
Riley gets a smooth little eagle on 9 there to come through the back or the front 9 with a 1 worse.
1 worse, 12 under for a front 9. Lance still working on a 13 under front if he's clean the rest of the way. And there's still a lot of work to do.
This tee shot that Lance just hit is always just a little bit scary.
Always.
You know you shouldn't screw it up. But you know there's always the little chance that you mess it up.
And when you do screw it up,
it's always a little bit offset too. Like,
when you do screw it up, it leaves you a bomb into the green that you can, in many cases, can't even get there in 2. You almost got to play that sand way down at the end and hope you can make something to try to save a birdie.
No, it's one of those shots that can easily cost you 2 strokes, and those are always the scary ones.
Russ Lyons.
Oh, that was a great cut.
Congratulations to Russ. He's a new father.
That was a great that was a great B1 by Lance there. Always when you if you aim straight at the hole, depends on the club a little bit, but if you can aim straight at the hole and play a little bit of a B1 or a B3 to get around something, usually that works pretty well. That's a shot that I don't play a ton in arcade, but it's a really handy shot in mobile.
Yep. Lance Harris slowly getting through this front 9, making sure he has everything figured out. And he's not playing slow. I shouldn't say slowly. He is making sure that he methodically figures out what he needs to do on these shots.
This is he's got a little stinger action going here with a sniper.
That scares me a bit, but boy, was that good.
That was well judged. One of those that, like, it's going to go in maybe 15% of the time. And
Riley. Boy, he got saved.
Yeah, that was a close one.
So,
but here's one, like, you can't hit a chipper on that. So he's got to hit a. I wouldn't hit a chipper. I think it's going to be kind of awkward.
Well, and not only that, you don't necessarily know that you pulled back straight. Unless he,
because you got to hit at such a low percentage. Yeah.
You just have to, and he does.
Just on the left side.
That's a really good shot from Riley Hitchcock.
So
had to trust the pullback.
Lance hitting the same shot that Riley hit on 9 a little bit ago with the he was going to hit it. High loft driver orbits. That's probably what I would play, just to be a little bit safe, but also give it a little bit of a chance to go in.
Should be playing plenty of wind. Look at that. Comes down off the sand and fringe, and should be an easy putt. And it is, and that is a 13 under front for deuces. Lance Harris, 1-stroke lead after 9. Tilt Nasty is now working his way through hole number 12.
Yeah, hole 12. This is, it's a good wind because it's a tailwind, but you also, that pin's way on the right, so you gotta. He's at the very best going to leave himself with about a 40-footer, and he hits a great shot there.
I mean, I think if you ask me, hey, would you want to be in Riley's spot right here? I won't even make you hit the shot. I take that every time.
Yep, absolutely. It was a very good shot, but there's a fine line on that shot. Like you can't hit that orbits or the maniacs too far, and you don't want to come up short, obviously.
Right. Here is Lance. It's a nice look.
He went over to an area that normally I'm kind of in the main chunk of the fairway on hole 10 there, but
Me too.
just because I don't know the fairways on Cape Haven tend to get a little slopey, and so I never want to be all that close to a bunker because I never know how it's going to bounce, and occasionally go into a bunker or the water.
And there's some holes on Tundra like that as well. Oh, look at this!
Ooh.
Good run by Deuces. Cape Haven is trying to bare her teeth. Not doing so well yet.
This is so we got Riley over here on 14, and I think this is one of the most interesting holes on Cape, or probably the most interesting hole. Like, yeah, he can eagle this, but it's a risky proposition. He's going to have to hit a Maniacs, and probably try to deaden it into the rough, and that's a scary proposition. Because if he lands on the green, it's going long. You got to really want it, and that's a tough shot. But if he can pull it off, he knows that he probably gets a stroke here.
There is nothing like the risk reward of this shot. Oh, he did it perfectly.
Yeah, he didn't even have to deaden it into the rough there. Like, he just barely landed on the green, but that was a great shot.
Good shot from Riley.
Very nice.
There's a chance that he picks his stroke up on that hole. We'll see what Lance does in a minute.
Good chance there. This is so Riley over here on 15 it's a total kind of a stinger look. If you can find yourself with a straight look in at the pin, 4-iron, 3-iron, 2-iron, whatever your choice is, it's a great stinger look, and I think.
Oh, look at Lance Harris.
Great shot by Lance there.
Moves up 2 strokes through 11 holes.
But as you can see here, Riley's looking right up the heart of the green. He's gonna that wind. He's probably gonna play like 1 or 2 clicks to the right just to offset the wind with the right break of the green, and really run in that 3-iron and just give it a chance. That's all you can do with some of these stingers. Sometimes you're gonna guess right, sometimes you're gonna guess wrong. But yeah.
Let's see it.
He's gonna give it a look.
Got to add another 4 to 5% to the shot as well, at least.
Oh yeah, it's definitely uphill, and uphill and upslope on the green. So, and then over here on the right, we got Lance that's going in with this 3-wood that we heard.
Well, he's got the high loft.
Yeah, high loft that we talked about a little bit ago. He's going to leave himself at least a kind of a long putt, but
that's a good shot.
Kind of that 40-foot range.
Riley got his within 30 feet. Lance has settled in about 44 feet away with the right 2. He's going to add to break this putt, hit it straight, and he is dead in the middle of the cup.
Oh,
and Riley just misses his stinger.
It's one of those, like, either
that was a click away.
It's a 50-50. Like, either if he would have played 5 more yards of distance, the break wouldn't have hit it quick enough, and it would have gone in.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those where you gotta weigh the distance, you gotta weigh the break, and sometimes it goes in, and sometimes it doesn't.
So here is Lance Harris again, hole 13, par 3. Looking at a 4-wood sniper at the moment. He's going to look at it again. Meanwhile, Riley has the par 5 land on the top of the pier, and will have a jab or whatever he wants to hit into the green. He's safely
it should
on.
be a pretty smooth little 3-wood, it's a pretty big wind there, but he'll probably play going sniper on that. Let's flip over to Lance here. So he's 37 yards long, which in my opinion is probably needs to be a little bit longer with the sniper. He probably wants to be he's probably going to be about 5 yards short on this.
Sure is. But safe, 2-stroke lead.
Yep. Yeah, it was just not quite enough distance on that, and he probably just didn't want to go up to the 3-wood and worry about going long.
Yeah, take a chance of going long. Last thing he wants to do is an enforced error.
Yeah, he knows he's probably in a good spot right now, so he's T-billing it at this point.
And he can look, if he wants, he can look right up and see how his match is going, but I don't think he does that.
Yeah, no, I at Vegas last year, I did a little bit. I would peek up occasionally, but today I didn't.
Just play your game.
Yeah,
Don't be driven to make decisions you wouldn't normally make.
Exactly.
Trying to execute shots you don't normally do. Tilt Nasty on the 18th hole, trying to put a 25 under at a minimum on the board. He would love to see this go in somehow.
Yeah, this is a fun setup. You got a huge crosswind, and you got a way uphill. There's a lot of stuff going on with it with the math here. I don't do real specific math, but like you've got uphill, you've got the crosswind. That 17 is hurting a little bit, and so yeah, there's a lot going on here.
Meanwhile, Lance
can
now afford to birdie this if he wants, and great judgment by Riley
really,
Hitchcock.
Yeah, great shot.
To point that shot means he factored everything almost perfectly, and will eagle 18. So 25 under for Riley Hitchcock. Lance is on pace for a 27 under par, but this is a huge shot.
Yeah, this is a big one here, because you can easily get stymied against the if you don't quite get on the green or end up in a bunker, you can easily stymie yourself like up against these really steep bunker walls.
And that's a great point. And I hadn't said that yet. Haven't even thought that yet. You could miss this green, and instead of getting a birdie, you could easily par this. And that's a good. If you're going to miss it, that's a place to miss it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great spot. He's going to probably sniper chipper this just to make sure. If I knew I was up 2, I'd probably sniper chip the heck out of this. But if I was in a regular contest, I might run this out. But he doesn't know what's going on. I mean, he probably doesn't know that he's up 2 at this point. But unless we talk louder than we're talking right now, but.
I mean, this is a situation I would want to know. I mean, there's no way he can know now because the camera is firmly on him. He won't be able to look up and see on the monitors here in the bar.
But you know.
But this shot's this shot regardless.
50-50 chance he drops the stroke here, and then now he's only got a 1-stroke lead.
Ooh. That's why you hit the sniper.
Yep. No, safety first.
First drop shot in this match for Lance Harris. But he is one better going into that hole.
Yep. So if you think about the next 4 holes, not a ton of drop shot opportunity, but 18 was kind of a funky look. Obviously, Riley hit a really great shot into 18 to get GSP, but definitely mess upable.
And this is a hole here where we saw Riley almost make this. If Lance doesn't really know what's going on, he might think he needs this. I don't think it matters. I mean, he was going to try to make this regardless if he was up 4 or if he's down 1. He's still going to try to make this. There's no risk here. You just make there's risk if you use a Maniacs.
You know, this is one of the holes I was talking about. Like,
yeah,
I've
like
landed
this.
in the middle of that fairway and bounced dead left into the water.
Me too. I don't like this play. I do not like this play.
No, he cut it to try to alleviate that. I would have just laid way back.
I mean, it's a good shot, but god dang.
Yeah.
So now he is in grade A position.
That's a 1-click, maybe 2. That's probably 2-click. 2-iron running in there, and if it goes in, great. If it doesn't,
yeah, he's in better shape than I think he knows he's in.
That's probably true.
But he is looking at this like, I need to make it. Doing the math right now. He has figured out what he needs. He's going to hit this 62%, 61. That is well right. That will be a birdie, and we will move on to the pier hole, par 5. Like Tony said, there's really not a whole lot of opportunities for drop shots the rest of the way, except for 18. The rest was pretty tame, to be honest.
And I was watching Lance play when Riley played 17, so I don't know how big of a crosswind or a weird setup we've got on 17, but I mean 17 is definitely mess upable. Lance playing smart way out to the left because you got the right-hand pin.
Give yourself a little bit more
just
room.
give yourself a little bit better of an angle.
Yep.
But either way, he's probably gonna either land on the green and go 15 feet long, or land short and trickle onto the green and have himself a little tap in. Not too hard of a shot. I'm sure he's going to play it pretty safe. This looks like about a 97, 98% to me. Probably 98.
Yep. He's up in the 98 range now. Oh. Well judged. Tony, you were not able to make it this year, but talk about briefly the kind of world championship this guy had in 2021 for the cabinet and the mobile side. How ridiculous.
I mean,
as we look at him.
That's a dream. It's a dream. I mean, obviously the dream would have been winning both, but being so good at they're both Golden Tee, but you're so good at both Golden Tee Mobile and Golden Tee Arcade that you're able to place, in his case, top 2 in both. Incredibly impressive. I think I would have played a sniper there just to be a little safer.
It's a little frightening.
But yeah, incredibly impressive. You know, I've done okay at some world championships before. I don't know what it's like to place that in the top 2, but I'm sure it felt great to
had to be
you know, as a Golden Tee Mobile player, occasionally we feel like a little bit of a redheaded stepchild, and so to be able to not only back up the great second place in World Championship Mobile, but also on the arcade side is, I'm sure it felt great.
Yeah. We're back to Lance. This is to win the match. If he can eagle 18, and he's going with a completely different setup than Tilt Nasty, he's going with a Javelin 4-wood, and it really should be fine.
That's probably the shot I would hit. Maybe I would do a 3-wood and cut it down in a little distance, but yeah, put a little curve in there.
God, he about made that one too. Now he's going to find out he didn't need to make that. That this is for the match. He's going to look at his. He's going to look. Did I win? And he did know. He did know he won that match. He hasn't even looked at the score yet. He knew where he was, which kind of surprises me because he brought in some danger on that last shot, but he about made it too. So great shot for Lance Harris. He beats Tilt Nasty. That was a great match on Cape. So he will send Tilt Nasty to the loser side of this tournament.